Here are some aspects where Emperor Qin Shi Huang could have done better in his governance. 1. Heavy taxation policy. The Qin Dynasty implemented high taxes, which placed a significant financial burden on the common people. If Qin Shi Huang had reduced the tax burden, especially on overburdened farmers, it would have helped improve livelihoods and reduce public discontent. 2. Corvée labor system. Qin Shi Huang organized many large-scale infrastructure and military construction projects, leading to the conscription of many farmers for unpaid labor. This severely affected agricultural production and daily life. Reducing the amount of corvée labor or providing compensation could have helped maintain social stability and economic growth. 3. Harsh legal system. The Qin Dynasty implemented a strict legal system with severe punishments for violations, causing people to live in fear. If Qin Shi Huang had adopted Fusu's suggestions for lighter corvée labor, lower taxes, and milder punishments, it would have helped alleviate social conflicts and promote harmony. 4. Personnel strategy. Qin Shi Huang valued talent but neglected the importance of virtue. This allowed individuals with strong ambitions and selfish motives, like Li Si and Zhao Gao, to enter the core of the court, laying the groundwork for future political strife. Emperor Qin Shi Huang's personnel strategies and the political struggles at the end of the Qin dynasty played a crucial role in the collapse of the dynasty. 1. Qin Shi Huang's personnel views. He focused on talent over virtue, which allowed power-hungry and selfish individuals like Li Si and Zhao Gao to rise to power, creating potential for future political conflicts. Historical records indicate that Zhao Gao had committed a serious crime, and Meng Yi, the official in charge of justice at the time, sentenced him to death according to the law. However, Qin Shi Huang pardoned Zhao Gao, leading to Zhao's deep resentment against Meng Yi. This resentment later led to Zhao Gao framing Meng Yi and Meng Tian during Qin Shi Huang's death and the subsequent political struggle, which ultimately led to their downfall. 2. Li Si's ambition. Li Si, an important advisor and prime minister to Qin Shi Huang, allowed his ambition and selfishness to lead him to conspire with Zhao Gao, sacrificing Fusu and Meng Tian to maintain his position and power. 3. Zhao Gao's manipulation skills. Zhao Gao was adept at power plays and manipulating his superiors. He used Hu Hai's lack of political wisdom and Li Si's ambition to control them as his pawns, forging an edict to have Fusu and Meng Tian killed. 4. Hu Hai's puppet status. Hu Hai, due to his lack of political acumen and judgment, was manipulated by Zhao Gao and became a puppet emperor. 5. Qin Shi Huang's oversight. Both Li Si and Zhao Gao had deep conflicts with Fusu and Meng Tian. Qin Shi Huang failed to recognize the dark side of human nature. During his final days, he did not inform all officials of the edict to pass the throne to Fusu, leading to the edict being withheld. Zhao Gao, in collusion with Li Si and Hu Hai, forged an edict for Fusu and Meng Tian to commit suicide, leading to their deaths and the subsequent collapse of the Qin dynasty. 6. Historical lessons. The rise and fall of the Qin dynasty provide profound lessons. The appointment of officials should balance talent with virtue, the succession of the throne should be clear and just, and political struggles should prioritize the interests of the state and people. 7. Complexity of human nature. Qin Shi Huang failed to fully understand the complexity of human nature, especially how power can amplify the dark sides of individuals. This serves as an important warning for any ruler or manager. By analyzing the political struggles at the end of the Qin dynasty, it becomes evident that a nation's stability and development depend not only on the ruler's talent but also on virtue, wisdom, and a deep understanding of human nature. Only by achieving this can the recurrence of tragedies be avoided and long-term peace and prosperity be realized. Reflection encouraged by the I Ching. 1. The I Ching encourages self-reflection, suggesting that Qin Shi Huang should regularly reflect on his policies and actions to ensure he does not deviate from the correct path of governance. 2. If Qin Shi Huang had adopted more harmonious, balanced, and moderate policies, focusing on virtue and the needs of the people, the Qin dynasty might have moved towards a more stable and prosperous future. Historical lessons. 1. Prosperity leads to decline. The fall of the Qin dynasty verifies the I Ching's principle that extreme prosperity can lead to decline. Anything that reaches its peak is likely to fall if humility and vigilance are not maintained. Modern enterprises and nations should remain cautious after achieving great success to avoid becoming arrogant and complacent. 2. balance and restraint of power. Although centralized power can accomplish great things in the short term, excessive concentration of power in the long run can lead to a lack of checks and balances, ultimately resulting in catastrophic consequences. Modern political systems should value the balance of power to ensure that power operates within legal and moral boundaries. 3. Importance of succession. A clear succession system and thorough training of successors are crucial for maintaining stability. Modern businesses and family enterprises should also emphasize the cultivation of successors and smooth transitions of power to avoid power vacuums and internal divisions. Hu Hai's actions and their impact on the chaos. 1. Manipulation by Zhao Gao. During Hu Hai's reign, power was effectively manipulated by Zhao Gao. Zhao Gao's scheming and manipulation led to political chaos and corruption. The famous historical anecdote calling a deer a horse originates from Zhao Gao's manipulative actions. Zhao Gao, after seizing power, wanted to test his influence and the loyalty of the court officials. He presented a deer to the second Qin emperor, Hu Hai, and called it a horse. When Hu Hai expressed doubt, Zhao Gao insisted it was a horse. Zhao Gao then asked the officials whether it was a deer or a horse. Many officials, fearing Zhao Gao, agreed it was a horse, while those who insisted it was a deer were persecuted. This story reflects the corruption and chaos in the late Qin Dynasty and Zhao Gao's manipulative behavior, which exacerbated instability and contributed to the dynasty's downfall. 2. Political purges. Influenced by Zhao Gao, Hu Hai carried out large-scale political purges against his father's old ministers and his siblings, killing at least 22 siblings to secure his throne. Many of Qin Shi Huang's old ministers were also purged. Zhao Gao exploited Hu Hai's suspicion, accusing these ministers of disloyalty, leading to many loyal ministers being executed or forced to commit suicide. The purges involved extreme punishments, causing widespread fear and instability, setting the stage for later uprisings. 3. Increased taxes and forced labor. Hu Hai continued and intensified the heavy taxation and forced labor policies from Qin Shi Huang's time, making people's lives even harder. 4. Neglect of people's welfare. Hu Hai failed to take measures to alleviate the people's burden, instead exacerbating their suffering, leading to widespread discontent. 5. Continued extravagant construction. Hu Hai continued the extravagant construction projects initiated by Qin Shi Huang, such as the expansion of the Yipang Palace, consuming enormous resources. 6. Harsh legal system. Hu Hai inherited the harsh legal system of the Qin Dynasty, with even more severe punishments, increasing societal tension. 7. Lack of effective governance. Hu Hai lacked governance skills and political foresight, leading to the gradual collapse of the political system. 8. Control and manipulation by Zhao Gao. Zhao Gao tightly controlled and manipulated Hu Hai, blocking information and preventing him from knowing the real situation, leading to ineffective responses to uprisings. Zhao Gao's actions contributed to the Qin Dynasty's inability to effectively handle the uprisings. 9. Hu Hai's death and Zhao Gao's ambition. In 207 BC, less than 3 years after Qin Shi Huang's death, Zhao Gao staged a coup, forcing Hu Hai to commit suicide. Zhao Gao's ambition grew further, intending to usurp the throne but was ultimately killed by Prince Ziying before achieving his goal. 10. Prince Ziying's brief reign. After Zhao Gao's death, Prince Ziying attempted to restore order and revive the Qin dynasty's glory but was forced to surrender to Liu Bang and later killed by Xiongnu. Ziying's efforts came too late to save the dynasty. Conclusion. The grand ambitions of Qin Shi Huang and the tragic fate of his successors, including Fusu, Meng Tian, and Ziying, offer profound historical lessons. In the cyclical rise and fall of history, we need to remain clear-headed and learn from the past to achieve long-term stability. By analyzing the rise and fall of the Qin dynasty, we can better understand the workings of power and governance wisdom, providing valuable insights for modern society's management and development. Join the Wisdom Channel journey to deeply explore the profound wisdom of Buddhism, Taoism, and the I Ching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, share, and comment to share your thoughts and experiences.